In this video, we will see how we can start working with the JavaScript array. Just like any other programming language, we use the array to store multiple values in the single variable name. In the same way, we will utilize the functionality of array in JavaScript. Let us see with the help of sample example, with the help of HTML, how we can define an array and how we can use the value inside it. So we can define the array directly by where variable name equals to, inside the bracket we will define the values. Let us open the file in browser and we will see the output. So these are the values, these are the list of values that we have given. We can also define the array with the help of new keyword. Let us comment this out. Using new keyword to define array. Let's see the output. We are getting the same output. So in the previous two example, we are defining the array with the help of giving some values, but in the second way we have used the keyword new. So there is no use to use the new keyword and defining the array in the form of new array, and inside the bracket we are giving the values. There is no need to define the array in this format. For simplicity and readability and for your fast execution, use the first one. This is the better way to define the array directly by defining the variable name, and inside the bracket you will define the values. Now let's see how we can access the individual value. Let's see how we can give the value of selected inside the array. Suppose that we are selecting the first one, that is banana. So selected fruit is banana. Let us try to change the array value. we will do simply variable name, and inside the bracket you will give the index number. Suppose that I am giving 2, that is grapes, and I am trying to give papaya, and again I am binding these values. Let's see what will happen. So we have set the value grapes to banana with the help of passing the value on that particular index, and when I am assigning the single value, we are simply assigning the single value of the array. When I am assigning this particular array to directly in the inner HTML, then this is called accessing the full array. Let's see the type of the array. Let us see what will it print in the console. So it is printing the object, but JavaScript array are best described as array because it use the number in order to access the values. Just like here, we are passing the index value in order to access that particular element, whereas if we define the object, then it will use the object member name in order to access the value. Let us see to define the object. So in this way we can define the object, and let's see how it is different. So when we define the object, then we can access the value with the help of let's see if we can access the model value or not. Car model is sedan, but when we define the array, we use the index value to access the particular value of that index. What if we define, suppose that we are defining car array equals to car 1, car 2, car 3. We are simply printing the car array value. Let's see. So this is printing car 1, car 2, car 3. What if we change the value of last car 3 equals to the car object that we have defined over here? Then what will happen? So it is printing the object. If we individually try to print, what will this will be printing? It is printing object, and when I am trying to print dot model, then it is printing the value. Let's see how other thing we can do on array. This is all about the array and how it is different from the object. Number of types fruits dot length. So what this will do, this will tell you the number of types of fruits are available are 3. There are so this will print there are 3 types of fruit. Now let's see what other thing we can do. If we add fruits dot sort, there are 3 types of fruits that are banana, orange, papaya. So in starting value was orange, banana and papaya, but I have applied the sort method of the array and it is does nothing but sorted the values. So this is all about how we can define the array, how can we set the values to the particular index, how we can assign the object to the array index like this, and how we can print the length and array values. So in the next video we will learn about the various methods related to the array that are very useful in order to perform certain operations. So thank you so much.